Good evening, everyone. If you don't know, you should know. My name is Rameez and I am a filmmaker and a film critic. And today's film is a really special one. It's directed by one of my favorite directors of all time named David Fincher. I saw this film when I was at the age of 14 or 15, I don't remember what. And I didn't understand it completely, but I knew that there was something really special about this film. And now that I'm at the age of 24, I really relate to this film and appreciate this film a whole lot more than when I was a little kid. So without further ado, and as the t-shirt states, today's movie is Fight Club. I know, I couldn't get a pink soap. Sorry.
Where is my mind? Where is my mind? This is too much!
In the end, you will thank me.
Whoa!
Fight anyone, who would you fight?
The film tells the story of an unnamed protagonist, named basically the narrator, but fun fact, the script has our narrator, played by Edward Norton, named Jack, so we're going to call him Jack. Jack works in an automobile insurance company of sorts, and he also suffers from insomnia. He combats this by joining multiple support groups, and for a while his insomnia is seemingly cured, and then it comes back again as another faker like him, Marla Singer, joins a bunch of support groups as well. He then meets a man played by Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt plays Tyler Durden. They meet on a plane. Meeting Tyler Durden seemingly solves all of his problems, and they start an underground recreational fighting club, thus the name of the movie, Fight Club. This is a very male-centric film, and it focuses on the harsh realities we live every day in a day-to-day job, working 9 to 5, how monotonous it gets, and how we don't follow what we're meant to do. We just do it for the money, and then we start placing value on things rather than people. Very, very crazy conversations have been sparked from this movie. This film is very similar to another film that came out in the same year of 1999, American Beauty. If you take out the fighting from Fight Club, it's very similar to American Beauty. The only difference between American Beauty and Fight Club today is that American Beauty has not aged as well as Fight Club. The irony of Fight Club is Tyler Durden's plan. He hates Jack for his blindness to products and consumerism. One of my favorite scenes is when Jack's apartment blows up and he meets Tyler at a bar, and Tyler asks him what a duvet is, and Jack gives him an answer. Duvet is another name for a comforter, and Tyler Durden says it's just a blanket. Now, why do people like you and I know what a duvet is when it's just a blanket, when it's completely non-essential to our basic survival needs? Why do we know something like that, something which is so irrelevant? It's a very loud message delivered really subtly by Brad Pitt, who's phenomenal in this film. It's a message to everyone in their 20s and 30s. And that scene has a visual counterpart as well. Earlier in the film, we see Jack walking through his apartment, and every time he passes through an appliance or a piece of furniture, the price tag and the name of the item is listed along with it. This scene goes perfectly with the scene of Tyler Durden and Jack having a conversation at a bar. It's an interesting film because the only way you can talk about how consumer-centric we are is by consumerism, by showing us consumerism. This film is full of product placements such as Calvin Klein, Gucci, Apple, and I think that's really kind of cool. Now, this is a film directed by David Fincher, and David Fincher is considered to be one of the best directors working today. And part of that is because how this guy never misses an opportunity to build character and advance the plot at the same time. That is called efficient storytelling. You can write a book on all the techniques David Fincher uses in his films. I just saw a video essay on the films of David Fincher, which was basically telling us about the relevance of refrigerators in his films. It's very telling and it's very convincing. This guy does not miss a chance to build character. I will put a link to that essay in the description below. And the cinematography by Jeff Cronenweth is top-notch. And when you really study this film, you will understand the importance and the brilliance of Fight Club cinematography. We never see Tyler Durden in an over-the-shoulder shot. An over-the-shoulder shot is basically this, me talking to the wall. You see this over the shoulder. And the reason you don't see it, you'll find out in the film. An over-the-shoulder shot represents direct communication with the person standing in front of you, or a direct observation. You'll never see that in this film when Brad Pitt's involved. And when you watch this film, you will understand why. It's a David Fincher film. The visual aesthetic's always going to be fantastic, and so is going to be the audio aesthetic. The score on this film is really memorable. It's done by the Duff Brothers, who have been known to sample most of their tracks. My favorite track of this film is I Am Jack's Smirking Revenge, which is playing in the background as I speak, if you listen closely enough. And now I Am Jack's complete lack of surprise, as I am going to give Fight Club a perfect rating of 5 out of 5. This is a film that will never lose its meaning or weight, because there are so many people, there are literally people right now who have the same feelings our narrator is going through, Jack. Feelings of emptiness and feelings of no direction. I know of a girl who would really enjoy this film, and if you're watching, you know who you are. We've talked about Fight Club before. Seriously, go watch Fight Club. I know you'll enjoy it, and I know every single one of you watching this video is going to enjoy Fight Club. Seriously, go see Fight Club right now. If you haven't, it's almost 15 years old. What are you waiting for? Go see it. As usual, people, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, please. And remember to love yourselves. I will be seeing you again very soon.